Hello, this is the final result of module learning outcome number 1 for the effective presentation workshop. The team is integrated by Luis Fernando, Maria Fernanda, Carlos Abed, and your server, Erika. We're going to talk about the key factors for a successful presentation, focusing on planning, types of presentation, communication skills, and audience. So let's jump in.
Now I'm going to talk about the first step to a successful presentation, which is planning. Planning involves to visualize how are you going to deliver your information, what are you going to talk about, how are you going to do it. So you must visualize your strategy, your scenario, your target audience, who are you going to talk to, what are your objectives, what are you going to talk about, how are you going to do it. And you have to be strategic to understand the structure, to visualize and see how you're going to deliver this. Your structure of your whole presentation, something you got to think about within your objectives and to do a well-planned presentation.
First of all, making a complete presentation is not an easy task. We have many things to consider. You need to know what type of presentation you are going to deliver to your audience so that they get the right message. In this case, we have 4 types of presentation and I will explain you later. Okay, the first one is informative presentation. This one helps us to present a specific information to a specific audience to get a specific goal. For example, we have the culture or the business field. Then we have the persuasive presentation. That is that the speaker tries to influence the audience. For example, if you want to sell something, you need to tell the audience that is the best option. Third one is the demonstrative presentation. That this one is specific focus on demonstrate your audience how to complete a specific task or goal. For example, how to get money easily. And in the last one, we have the inspirational presentation. That means to inspire people. In a company, for example, we can do a presentation to get a motivational specific task.
The communication skills. The main key to do an effective presentation is use concise language, maintain the eye contact, vary your vocal delivery, and use appropriate body language. These are some of the main skills that should be used to do effective presentations.
Without the audience, the presentation wouldn't have any meaning. So that's why we should consider the 3 following tips in order to deal with audience and have an effective presentation. The first one is to know the audience, to know their interests, expectations, and needs. This will allow us to jump to the second tip, that is tailor the presentation to the level of knowledge of the audience. And this will complement the 3 tip, that is use examples and stories that resonate with them. Because we cannot talk about advanced physics to a kindergarten audience, because in the first instance they will not understand any of the information. And we can give some examples related to the topic, but the kindergartens will not feel identified with the topic that is talking about.
In reflection section, it's important to improve our presentation skills. Here, we need to identify areas of improvement. It's important to continue with the presentation despite the mental block. Practice our presentation multiple times. It will help us to our information better and, above all, help us to how to explain it better for the audience. And 3, use positive visualization to build confidence. This will generate a reception of information for the audience in a more pleasant way.
Key factor to a successful presentation is the abilities. The abilities involve your personal way to deliver your information. So here's when you have to think about, for example, visual aids, your use of visual aids in a way that not only helps you to deliver it better, but also it is easier for your audience to understand what you're saying. So you gotta help the audience too, not only yourself to deliver it better. Also, it involves the logical way of your information and how is it delivered. So that's some stuff you gotta think about from your abilities and to adapt it on your own way to deliver information in a way that it has a structure and it is easy to understand, even though you're talking about whatever topic could be. If it's something simple or something complex, you gotta find a way within your proper set of abilities to deliver it in a way that makes it look simple.
In conclusion, to deliver a successful presentation, we need to do 5 things. First, plan our presentation carefully. It's important to build a structure correctly of our presentation for a good delivery. Choose right type of presentation. This helping to the audience to understand our presentation better. Use effective communication skill. Well, the contact eye to eye or use our hands will help us to deliver into the audience a better presentation. 4. Understand our audience. Probably they need only a simple explication and not complicate with all information that we delivering to there. And by last one, reflect our improvisation skill. This ability will help us to escape of moments of silence, and this is all. And in conclusion, only need 5 things to do for a delivery a successful presentation.